Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over some interesting PlayStation news. If that sounds interesting, leave a like on the video and consider subscribing if you're new. It really helps the channel grow. The first topic of the video has to do with a new gameplay update for Horizon Forbidden West. This is coming from PlayStation Universe and it reads, New Horizon Forbidden West gameplay revealed shows off new terrifying machines. Horizon Forbidden West developer Guerrilla Games is currently hard at work to ensure the game meets its February release. Thankfully though, that didn't stop them from being able to put together a small teaser for the Game Awards 2021 that showed off more gameplay and some new terrifying machines Aloy will face. The new trailer has Aloy narrating throughout while also showing off more combat and a new Cobra machine that looks to be far bigger than it has any right to be. Horizon Forbidden West is one of the most anticipated games for PlayStation players. For many, it could even have been the reason behind their PS5 purchase. At this point, the release is so close. Hopefully, we won't see any more delays and can get our hands on Aloy's next adventure when it launches on February 18th, 2021. So yeah, at the Game Awards a few days ago, I wasn't expecting it, but Sony did show up, even though it was pretty much only for this little gameplay clip of Horizon Forbidden West. And I gotta say, it was only like 60 seconds long, but it looks so good. Like, it looks so impressive. And there was one part where it showed like Aloy going against like this giant robot cobra snake. Oh man, that's gonna be terrifying because I hate snakes with a burning passion, and to have to fight one that big that's like half robot, like I am not ready for that. And also there was one point in the trailer where Aloy jumped off of like this mountainside and she landed like over like these pterodactyls or whatever you call them, those dinosaurs that fly in the sky. That pretty much confirms to me that you can fly those, because whenever you jump over them, like their eyes change. Like whenever you can like whatever Aloy does to like turn the machines to her side so she can ride them. So it seems like you'll be able to ride these pterodactyl things or whatever they're called, and I am extremely excited for it. Moving on to the next topic of the video, we're going to be talking about a massive update for Alan Wake 2. This is coming from Game Rant and it reads, Alan Wake 2 coming to next-gen consoles as full-blown survival horror game. Alan Wake 2 is announced at the Game Awards 2021 with a cinematic reveal trailer and details of it being a full-blown survival horror game. Alan Wake launched back in 2010 as an action-adventure game with horror elements peppered throughout its cinematic storytelling. Remedy Entertainment recently released a remastered treatment for Alan Wake, giving a fresh generation of fans the potential to experience the series for the first time. Alan Wake was also featured as DLC for Remedy's Control, which further expanded the lore of Alan Wake and suggested to fans that the writer's story was not yet finished. Now, the Game Awards has given fans a first look at the entry in the Alan Wake franchise. Remedy has revealed the cinematic announcement trailer for the highly requested Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards. Alan Wake 2's reveal trailer is purely cinematic with CGI visuals until a close-up shot of Alan Wake shows actor Ika Via in live action. Described by Remedy Entertainment Sam Lake as a survival horror game, Alan Wake 2 will seemingly abandon its action-adventure roots for a turn to a more sinister and terrifying atmosphere, of which Alan Wake already excels. No gameplay has been shared, but a montage of familiar environments such as Bright Falls as well as unfamiliar, waterlogged environments paint horrific imagery for Alan Wake's official sequel. Alan Wake 2 is scheduled for a 2023 release window, which gives Remedy plenty of time with which to share development updates and gameplay at a later date. Indeed, if the game is being built as a survival horror, it is likely that its gameplay will be reworked accordingly to meet that design. Alan speaks in narration over top of these montage environmental shots and further elicits the tone that the sequel is going for. Alan Wake 2's trailer concludes with a haunting jump scare of an dubiously evil-looking Alan, which may or may not insinuate a darker reflection of the character that players may see in the sequel. Regardless, it is exciting for fans of Alan Wake and the recent Alan Wake Remastered that they will be able to once again experience the author's world, this time with a much greater emphasis on horror. Alan Wake 2 is presented by Epic Games, confirming the rumor that Epic Games and Remedy were partnering for Remedy's next game. Alan Wake 2's reveal trailer is sure to excite fans of the IP, with a refurbished emphasis on survival horror being its largest point of intrigue for where the franchise may be taken. I was not expecting Alan Wake 2 to be at the Game Awards at all. Apparently it kind of got leaked a couple hours before the Game Awards started. Apparently there was like an article or somewhere that was saying that Alan Wake 2 might be shown off at the Game Awards, and obviously now it has been. So to me, that was one of like the high points for the Game Awards because I wasn't expecting it, and I recently did a playthrough of Alan Wake Remastered, which is my first ever time playing the game because it's the first time it's been on PlayStation consoles, and the game was really good. It was pretty difficult at times, but the story and the way they told it through like the environment and just like the lore and stuff, it was really like, it was a really good game in my opinion, you know, and most people share that opinion as well. And the fact that we're getting a sequel, and unfortunately it's not coming out until 2023, and also apparently the director of the game, I think his name's Sam Lake, he's already confirmed that you don't have to have any prior knowledge of Alan Wake going into the sequel, which, I mean, that's kind of confusing because if it's a sequel, you know, I mean, usually like when a sequel gets made, it's like ties into the first, you know, whether it's a game, book, or a movie. Usually if it's a sequel, you have to like know what happens before. So I mean, I don't know if this is kind of like a soft reboot, or maybe there will just be like certain tie-ins to the first game, but like it's not like a direct sequel, it just takes place after the first game, and that's why it's called Alan Wake 2. I have no idea. We will have to wait until we get more details, and I'm pretty sure Sam Lake also confirmed that we'll be seeing some gameplay around the summertime of 2022, so I'm really looking forward to that, as I'm sure most of you guys are. Down in the comment section, let me know how you feel about Alan Wake 2 apparently going full-blown survival horror and ditching the action-adventure genre. Moving on to the final topic of the video, we're going to be discussing a massive tease for Silent Hill. This is coming from Game Rant, and it reads, Guillermo del Toro name drops Silent Hill at the Game Awards. During an award introduction at the Game Awards, Guillermo del Toro makes mention of Silent Hill, sparking fan speculation. It's been 7 years since the release of PT, the playable teaser for Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima's Silent Hills franchise reboot / long-awaited sequel. Konami shut down the project long ago during Kojima's departure from the studio, but fans haven't ever given up on the idea of a follow-up to the last entry to the Silent Hill franchise, and it seems that Guillermo del Toro hasn't either. Guillermo del Toro made a brief appearance in the form of a pre-recorded video at the Game Awards 2021 in order to introduce both this year's Best Art Direction award as well as a trailer for his upcoming project Nightmare Alley. However, it's the name drop that Guillermo del Toro noted in his introduction that made Silent Hill fans take notice. Following an introduction from Hideo Kojima, which has stirred up even more fan fervor, Guillermo del Toro gave a brief speech prior to revealing the winner of gaming's Best Art Direction. Prior to the reveal, though, he briefly mentioned Silent Hill, stating, "You know, one franchise I love the art direction in, Silent Hill. I hope we get a new one of those." He then shrugged before moving on. Sadly, that's all the information that fans got out of del Toro, and it leaves a lot to speculate over. Silent Hill fans are likely wondering if something is still going on with Silent Hill and both Kojima and del Toro, which may be what he was implying with his comment. However, it seems just as likely that del Toro is simply taking the opportunity to poke at Konami, which still hasn't officially revealed any kind of sequel or follow-up to the franchise after all these years. Okay, so I'm not buying that at all. When I watched this live and watching del Toro say what he said, my jaw hit the floor. Like, I could not believe he said what he said in the way that he said it, because there was rumors like, oh, is Kojima gonna show up at the Game Awards, you know, and he did, you know, and when pretty much all of us saw him, we were like, oh, is it about to go down? And then, you know, he pretty much said that he was sorry for not being able to attend this year's Game Awards, and then he said that he'll be there next year, so it seems like Kojima will be there in person for the 2022 Game Awards, and then he simply just introduced del Toro, and that was it for del Toro's upcoming movie. And then whenever we see del Toro and he's saying that he's going to be revealing the winner for Best Art Direction, he just randomly says, he's like, you know what game, you know what franchise has a really good art style? Silent Hill. I hope we get another one of those. Like, me watching that live, I could not believe he said that. Like, that, this might be the biggest tease, like, ever. I don't know about you guys, but to me, after hearing him say that, and I've watched it like 1,000 times, like, to me, I don't care what anyone says, that to me is confirmation that Kojima is making Silent Hill. And probably del Toro is involved one way or another. Like, if you just watch his body language and like after he says it, like that he hopes that we get a new one, he just shrugs his shoulders and then just moves on to announcing the winner of the game for Best Art Direction. I mean, come on, it was so on the nose. Like, you know, there were some people saying like by the time the Game Awards ends, we will have an answer whether or not, you know, this Silent Hill by Kojima is actually a thing or not. And, you know, I mean, we did. you know, and in my opinion, 100% Kojima is developing the next Silent Hill, and he's probably being helped by Del Toro. But what do you guys think? Did you guys have the same feeling that I did? Do you guys think that Kojima is making the next Silent Hill, or do you feel like Kojima was maybe taking a shot at Konami and just trolling people just for the sake of trolling? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.